Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Doom Mod Monday, the best day of the week. And we are continuing the playthrough of Alien Vendetta. Last week, I got through the very cool secret levels. I gotta say, I really did enjoy them. And then got to level 16, which I kind of blazed through because it was really easy. So I feel like the difficulty's like taking a nosedive again, but we'll see today. We're starting on map 17. I do see there's a cyber demon literally right in front of me, so it's probably not going to work out very well, but we'll see. This WOD was made many years ago, and the idea of what was hard at the time is not really up to snuff with some of the other things I've played. Well, hello, Loser Corner. Yes, the teaser was really fun, so I'm hoping the actual fight will be like a stop motion with much oomph. Can't wait to see it. But I think we might as well get into it. Sandy, you ready? Okay, he's ready. All right, let's get into it. So as you can see, I did kill some stuff right before I got off last week that was attacking me right at the get-go. But I do see a cyber demon like right there in between the bars. So I don't know what the deal with him is, like what kind of gimmick they're gonna go for with this guy. No need to waste some shotgun on that. What are we looking at anyway? 134. One secret. I can deal with one secret. What's down here? I was about to say, why is the floor not hurting me? Man. Yes, I wasted health. I don't care. It's fine. Oh, hi. Damn it. Alright, he's dead. So, he actually wasn't that big of a gimmick, just... I guess the gimmick was he was in a really small room. Hello, Bitefire. Happy Monday. I hope you're doing great for today's edition of Doom Mod Monday. No, nothing there. Just want to make sure that I burned a little bit before I picked up the rockets. Okay. Good defense mechanism. Oh, not doing too bad. The weekend didn't feel long enough. However, as I get closer and closer to having a child, I don't think the weekend is ever going to feel long enough. But I still had a good weekend. The Dark Souls series is going well, so I'm really pleased about that. Okay, well, I seem to be backed into a corner here. Yo, Imp, can you come back? I don't want you... Okay, now it sounds like you're over there, so whatever. What happened to that fireball? I heard it come down, I didn't hear it explode. I just blew myself up, so that's better. You gotta take yourself out, you know, you don't want to give them the satisfaction. I mean, if you're gonna go down, you take yourself down. I got to take the baby out of the house on Sunday, which was nice. Even if you just, like, well, I can't say baby. Okay, she's a toddler now. I'm going to have a baby. I really gotta get out of the habit of calling my toddler a baby. But even just trying to take your toddler to, like, a grocery shopping trip is nice. Get her out of the house. She actually likes going to the grocery store. Gets to ride in the cart, which is a lot of fun for her. And okay. Whoa, shit. I didn't react fast enough. I feel like the rockets hitting the outside of the window is really affecting how much damage it's really doing. You see me dodging in real life? That's how dedicated I am to my craft here. Okay, so I can see other revenants up there that aren't awake yet. Never mind. And then I got stuck on some trees branches. Yeah, can I get a med kit or something here, guys? Like, okay. Is that the trick? I did actually see the Mechagodzilla test videos. Really nice stuff. The one where he fired all of his weapons at once looked particularly good. I really like that one. Okay, lesson learned. Don't blow yourself up. Or you know, actually dodge missiles instead of completely misjudging how far away they are. Yeah, you've learned some good technique then. Looks really good. You should be proud. Oh, for fuck's sake. I keep thinking I'm done, and then I end up not being done. More stuff is showing up out of every nook and cranny. But I guess it could be worse. It could be Sunlust. Because then I'd have enemies coming out of every nook and cranny of every nook and cranny. The nooks in the nooks would be trying to kill me. Okay, I'm gonna save. I only have 5% health, but you know, you gotta live life dangerously. Just get out of the way, would you? Like, seriously, get out of my way. Anyone else think Mechagodzilla's a little overpowered with that? All those weapons at once. We are on level 17 right now. Nuke Fall. Hey now! not sure. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. I mean, this level's kicking my ass a little bit, but I mean, other than that, and it's not even that it's overtly hard. I've just saved at a terrible time. The level, like I said, is giving me a bit of a challenge, but I think it was I saved when I had too little health, and now I'm paying the price for it. Because now I can't make any mistakes. Oh, they're locked in here. That would have been much better to know before. Instead of doing everything that I was doing. Yeah, adding the voice lines is really cool as well. Yeah, no, the level's giving me a little bit of grief here, but well, at least I got health now. Okay, so technically half the enemies are dead already. Oh, fuck no. Go away. How much of the Dark Souls stream did you catch? Not sure. I got to the Gaping Dragon. Loser Corner saw my reaction to it. I was slightly caught off guard. And by slightly, I believe the dragon got the most visceral reaction out of me, out of the whole thing. No, I am really enjoying it. Like I said, when I finish up one of my other series, maybe like my Friday series, I might play Dark Souls twice a week instead of once. But it's satisfying for me now because even though I'm obviously getting my butt kicked by the enemies in the game. What was wrong with my StarCraft stream? Why was it sad? You just can't watch it. Watching someone play StarCraft just isn't your thing. Well, see, my logic was I wanted to play on Oh, shit. My logic was, after, you know, a week of working, I figured I would want to play, you know, something that was actually, like, half relaxing. So I was going to play my favorites, you know? But what I can say is, after learning Dark Souls, I've actually been, like, when I'm not playing it, have been thinking about playing it. Oh, I have to go down? Oh, boy. Okay, no, I can't go down. The deal won't let me go down. And the, well, it's addicting in the sense of, like, I know it's challenging, because I, like, for example, the first time I fought the Gaping Dragon, he literally ruined me. Like, my body was not ready for the horror that he was going to inflict on me. I died instantly. And he killed me the next couple of attempts, just slaughtered me, flattened me. But I learned how to land attacks on him, and after learning how to actually do some attacks on him, I made progress. I think it only took me 2 or 3 attempts after figuring that out. Oh, I can't. Oh, I can't. All right. Give me the ammo. After figuring that out, it only took me 2 or 3 attempts, and then he was down. And that awesome feeling that gives you, great. It's fantastic. Okay, how am I supposed to... So yeah, like, the elation I felt at succeeding at defeating the boss was great. But that was the thing, after learning the game a little bit, like every week now I'm making progress. I'm downing a boss or a mini boss, or I'm making progress. Like after the first week where I basically made no progress. And after the second week of getting absolutely wrecked by the armored knight several times, I never felt like I was making progress, and it felt like, you know, I was just spinning my wheels. Shit, I keep getting lost. I felt like I just kept spinning my wheels, but now that I'm understanding the game and how to make progress, and I'm downing bosses and mini-bosses, like, even though I'm dying several times in the process, it no longer feels unfair so far. And that's what I'm loving. Was that movement is important? I know movement is important now. I guess I just didn't really expect the gear I was wearing to have... Okay. Hi, everyone. I guess I just wasn't expecting the gear I was wearing to have that much of an effect. I bet you want him to play without aim. If you want just relaxing fun, please play There Are Billions. Dark Souls mechanics are quite different. Well, yes, they absolutely are. And I think I am a little frustrated that it doesn't, like, explain some things to you and leaves it to you to figure it out on your own. Like, a little bit of that is fine, but I feel like I was really going into it unprepared. And now that I'm learning some of those things, like, it opens up the game. But, you know. I wish you were able to just say, fuck it, let's play There Are Billions. Well, see, the issue I'm having now is I just wish I had more time to stream, or even more days to stream, because I love my Doom streams. Even if they're not necessarily the most popular ones, I love them and I enjoy them, so I don't want to stop them. But then it's like, well, I want to play Dark Souls more often, but I only have 4 times a week, which would say there's 2 Doom and 2 Dark Souls, right? I've been thinking of doing some YouTube videos that are just short form horror games, like short horror games, because it would be easy to edit, easy to put together, might give me some views. And in fact, I actually found one recently, not sure, that actually made me think of you, because it takes place in, like, a coffee shop. and like you actually have to like make lattes and mochas and everything. And I was like, see, not sure would play this game and be like, I got this. I'll get you your caramel mocha latte or whatever the fuck it is. I got this for you. Whereas I'd have to look at the instructions and be like, okay, what goes in a caramel mocha? And then you would just be like, no, here's what you gotta do. You gotta put your cup in there. You gotta steam the milk. You gotta... Okay, where is the secret? It looks like there might be something there. Great. Fantastic. I mean, thanks for the ammo, I guess. Looks like we're leaving this level with 3% health, guys. Woo! YOLO! I think I just killed my... Oh! I picked up a Berserk. The Berserk's inside the nukage. Lake Poison. Prelude to Misery in B minor by Jimmy. Thanks for the music, Jimmy. But yeah, like, I wish I had more time. Or 650 enemies? What the fuck? I wish I had more time to stream so I could do something like whatever game you're saying there are billions. Maybe I would play it if it was something that interested me, but... Ow. Okay, hang on. If you're able to pistol start this level... There must... Okay, I was about to say, there must be something out here. Like, there had to be. Okay, hide in the corner. So yeah, like, I think I might try at a later time, seeing if I can play some one-off games and making YouTube videos out of them. But even then, I feel like I have to finish editing at least one of my Doom series before I can do that. So I don't know. It feels like I need more hours in the day that I don't have. Oh, Jesus. You're the one doing that. But I mean, like, I like my Doom stream so much. Doom is just so fun. And the modding community has kept this game really alive that I won't want to stop these streams. And Doom Mod Monday is never going anywhere. I don't give a shit if they're popular or not. They're not going anywhere. Okay, I get it. Radiation, bad, die if feet touch. And then we go here, and then we go here. This is not a secret, however, despite the fact it wasn't obvious how to get here. Whatever. Do you have a viewer wish day stream? Well, the only time I would have a day stream would be on the weekend. And unfortunately, I'm in a state now where the weekends is when I have to do the things I couldn't do because I was streaming in the evenings of the weekdays. Being an adult sucks, man. I mean, I would totally do this job instead of, like, you know, a real job, but I would need time to do... I would need financial security to do that. I know I don't have enough people to give me enough subs that I can even think about changing jobs. Because then I could devote more time, but I just don't have the hours. Hello? You need to come up, please. Why don't come up? But again, like, then the other thing too is like when I finish Dark Souls, do I try playing the other Souls games? Do I try playing Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, Sekiro, Elden Ring, Bloodborne? Do I try playing all of those games? Right? I didn't know that was there. I just kind of guessed. But if I play those games, they're definitely going to take quite a bit of time to complete. Well, my fear of playing Elden Ring is I don't know if my computer will handle it. That's my biggest fear with Elden Ring. Like, I don't... From what I've seen, it's not too graphically intensive. Well, fuck. Like, from what I've seen, it's not too graphically intensive, but I mean, like, Witcher 3, I apparently can't stream. Playing stream at the same time overloads my comp. Okay, I am finished the game in 1 minute and 30 seconds, sure. That is the thing that you could probably do. But me as a newbie, I'm not going to have any idea how to do that. I'm not going to have any clue on how to do that game in 1 minute and 30 seconds. Just like the people who are watching me playing Dark Souls are saying, like, the stuff that I'm doing is stuff that a newbie would do. 3690. Believe me, man, I do not have the money for a GPU. I have a second child coming. My wife's going on maternity leave. I do not have spare hundreds of dollars for a video card. Which is probably part of the reason why I play Doom, because I know my computer won't overheat trying to play it. Should have known that was going to happen. Should have known. Yeah, new video card. Yeah, Jay. When somebody else pays for it, I'll get another one. Although I sincerely doubt anybody's gonna be like, "Happy birthday! Here's $1,500 for a video card." Nobody loves me that much. And I'm not some big shot streamer or YouTuber yet, so I don't have people just giving me shit either. Funny how that works, huh? Whoa! Hi everyone, how you doing? I didn't mean to disturb whatever the fuck you guys were doing in there. I was trying to be polite, but you guys are just huddled in here. And then you immediately turned on me upon me showing up. Oh, what the fuck? Where all of you come from? Jesus, hi. Didn't mean to disturb you like that, my god. Great. There's at least one arch file. But at the same time, I'm sure Dark Souls is going to take me several more weeks of play to finish. So it's a little bit early to be thinking about what to play next after that. I think more along the lines, my biggest thing now is what do I do after my Doom thing is done on Wednesday? Oh, what the fuck is this now? Oh, big wide open room. Long hallways. Nothing terrible could possibly be happening here. How come this floor hurts? I'm dealing with an acid floor this whole fucking level and it didn't kill me, so what's going on here? And how come they're only coming out now? Okay, so I'm guessing it's 600 enemies because there's like 500 imps in this room alone. Jesus Christ, like... Guys, chill out. Another spider mastermind. What's with all the spider mamas in this level? Yeah, see, like, there's 100 or something enemies in this room alone. They're all imps. Okay. Where'd you come from? Seriously, I didn't hit either of you. Okay, so are they teleporting into these rooms or what? Oh, come on. Why aren't you dead yet? There we go. Could've used more BFG. I would have if I'd known that ammo was in here. Yo, fuck off. Oh. Okay, so my only other thing now is there's still a secret left. And my problem with that is I have... Okay, let's just pick this up. And my problem with there being a secret left is there seems to be a lot of level left. A lot of places for that secret to be hidden. I don't want to be stuck in a situation where I play this level for another like 40 minutes and then the secret was back at the beginning. Okay, I'll take an armor. Hypothetical dick move level. Well, I mean, depending on how you look at it, they might have thought they were being nice. Like, let's let them find the secrets early on. So then they can spend the rest of the level not worrying about trying to find secrets. And then they just weren't counting on me not finding them. Maybe they were trying to be helpful. And I'm the problem. I mean, I like the aesthetic they're going for here. It's really cool. They're really loving their archvile placement, though, aren't they? Yeah, I should have known that. I should have known they were going to try and pull something like that. Foolish me for not seeing it. Okay, so how do I key? Oh, it just comes down. Okay. That's how I key, guys. Come here. Give me the chain guns. Give them to me. Whatever, fine. Keep your chain guns. I didn't even really want them anyway. Rocket's good. Jesus, I was getting really low. Okay, not loving the fact that, okay. Where the fuck? Where the fuck? They just came out of nowhere. Oh, hi. Why aren't you dead? Okay, now they're dead. I think. I hear other things now, though. Okay, and here's the last secret. Okay, so I found the secret, so I can go through the rest of this level now without worrying too much about finding secrets. They might have like unofficial secrets or something, but now I don't have to thread about them. Don't forget the item. I got the item. I should get the ammo, though. Because you never know, I may never come back for it. Alright, so... I know there's a bunch of locked rooms over here. I was worried they were going to have a bunch of shit had teleported in here, and I just wasn't going to be prepared for it. Oh, we going down. Fuck. I missed that shot. Non-hypothetical dick move. Where are you things coming from when I'm not looking? See, all this time the floor wasn't really hurting, and now all of a sudden it's hurting me. Dick move level. This level's wrecking. Whoa, okay. So they were teleporting without a teleporter sound, it looks like. Either that or there's tiny holes in the floor that's causing them to rocket up when the elevator they're on moves. I've seen that effect a couple times. Yeah, hard to tell. Whatever it is, it's kind of kicking my ass because now I don't know where they're coming through. I don't know if they're coming through the acid waterfalls because I don't see them coming through. They're just, like, appearing. One of these rockets will hit the Baron, right? Okay, see, he's oh, okay. 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 I would say there's a lot going on in here. Yeah, there's a lot. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, like... Oh, fuck. Okay, let's try that again. Pull out the BFG immediately. Well, I mean, it wouldn't be a knack stream if I didn't blow myself up, right? I'm being consistent. Can't have you guys coming in here thinking you're gonna... I mean, I can't have you... Fuck! Can't have you guys coming in here thinking you're gonna see me blow myself up and then not blow myself up. Where's the fun in that for you guys? See? Blowing myself up. On brand. Fuck it, let's save with 29% health. You're giving a shit. Okay. What was a bad idea? I'm only seeing good ideas here, Jay. Only the best of ideas. Hey, this bear to die, though. Oh, why did I not think she could come over here? Of course, I could just do this and let that play out. I will now sit here and wait. I guess I figured she had her side of the room and the other one had her side of the room and they respected each other's boundaries and would stay on each other's side. I see you guys are still working out your issues. Okay. Alright, what's... Did the other one just not do damage to you? Like, what the fuck? Apparently not. Okay, she didn't get that. That animation didn't go off. Ah! No! I don't know what I expected. I think we're gonna go ahead and load that. I disagree that that shot is going off. There we go. Nobody saw that, right? I didn't panic, blow myself up. Nobody saw that. Nothing happened. For fuck's sake. Where are you people coming from all of a sudden? Oh, fuck, hi. Okay. They seem to have cooled it now. Yeah, lake poison seems like an understatement for the atrocities that are occurring in here. So let's just clear out as much as I can here. And then move on to picking up the Megasphere and seeing what hell that causes. Oh, shit. I don't know why I thought this way would be clear. I guess I figured the imps would have been woken up by now. Seems an interesting idea, leaving those imps to be deaf. Certainly would have upped the difficulty a bit if they would come from both sides like that. Eh. Eh. I mean, all things considered equal, that wasn't that bad. Okay. So is this side, like, sufficiently cleared out? Can I move on to the other side? I see the... Okay. Is that a Cyber Demon? No, that is a Revenant rocket. Oh, no. Stop. Can I make the Spire Masterminds infight? I mean, it looks like she's giving it the good college try, but... Fuck! Whatever, who needs health and armor anyway? Okay, so Revenants are definitely a problem. Those Arachnotrons are trying to kill that Mastermind so hard. But now, like, every time I take a peek out, there's like 60 rockets coming for my face. Oh, that one Arachnotron isn't busy trying to kill the Mastermind. Okay, I see how it is. I'll take care of him in a minute. Ah. No, 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 no. Okay. Why so many? Why so many? Why so many? Okay. Ah! Well, everything's fine. Nobody worry about a thing. Gotta say, I'm assuming this side is a carbon copy of the previous side. And would have a similar encounter. I say now these Spire Masterminds are trying to fight each other, but now the Baron's in the way. Yeah, can one of you like just kill each other, please? I'll just wait. I'm not doing anything. I'm not in a hurry. Let these spiders wreck each other's faces. I expected him to have more damage done to him. How foolish of me. So I'll do the same thing. Clear out these side areas, then go for the Megasphere after. Okay, everything dead. In the cubby holes, anyway. So this level isn't, despite its large kill count, not excessively difficult per se. It's just... it's just a lot. And then lead me down to, like, this has got to be the most Spider Masterminds I've ever seen in a level. Usually people are a little bit reserved with their Spider Mastermind usage, but not this map creator. This map creator was like, so how many Spider Masterminds do you want? Yes. Oh, shit. At least right here, I can probably filter the revenants a little bit. Okay, so I see more of those guys. Okay, I heard two more die. Unfortunately, now they have more space to move. Oh, fuck. Okay, never mind. Soul Sphere next. There's always one that never gets killed for some reason by the BFG shots. Okay. Lots of guys down. But still a large majority left for some reason. Oh, this doesn't hurt. That wasn't close enough to damage myself. I call shenanigans. I think there's still one chain gunner up there giving it the good college try. And he's dead. God, you guys are such a pain in my ass. There we go. Okay, so we also know there's a large number of... give me the ammo. Give it... No! We also know there's a large amount of Hell Knights or something over here. Just chill it out. I think I got the ammo to just pull this down. Okay. See? Perfect. Perfect amount. Okay. Now. Few of those. That's still an awful lot of enemies left, though. And well, I knew one of them was that. No, spider. I'll deal with you in a minute. Seriously, like... I would venture that this is actually too many spider masterminds. This is an illogical amount of spider masterminds. Logic would dictate a smaller number of spider masterminds, and they're just letting them go ham out here. Okay, so there's something moving around in here, I'm guessing. Okay, so... you go hammer, go home. What's up, Shades? How are you, sir? Working on some maps right now? At least these pain elementals couldn't come out here and really ruin my life. This doesn't seem like enough imps to warrant this amount of rockets. And there's a wide open area, so we know what that means. It means snipers! Whoa. Where? Where Fireball? Fireball? Oh, he's in the floor. So I was... yeah, there we go. So I was right. They're using tiny holes in the floor to make them rocket up when their elevator moves. I've seen this move a couple of times. Really modern map makers, of course, can just spawn them in as opposed to using these tricks, but... I don't like it when they use that trick. Bothers me. Because I keep wanting to know what the actual kill count is. You never know if they're one of those, if it's one of those maps where enemies keep getting spawned in. Any more snipers up there? No? You done sniping? Considering the hell I had to go through to get out of here, this seems like an awfully odd hodgepodge of enemies that aren't much of a threat, but bloating the kill count. Seems like a somewhat anticlimactic way to end the level. But there's 30 enemies left, and if Sunless taught me anything, 30 enemies is all you need to really fuck with somebody, so... Unfortunately, that appears to be like most of the 30 right there. Zombie man not even awake, bodies piling up in front of him, and he's just like, this is fine. Okay, I heard something come down behind me, so I just started like mowing through the bad guys just to feel some safety. 2 enemies. Where did I miss one enemy? Hang on, I'm sorry, can I knock it down? Okay, I was like, can I knock it out of here? Like, who dares still be alive? How dare they think for even a moment they're allowed to be alive when I'm on the prowl here? See, I would assume it's something like here? I mean, this is such a wide open area. This would be where something would be hanging out, would be my guess. But then again, there's been a number of wide open areas. Who said that? Who said that? No. Really? Really? Are you kidding me right now? That's annoying. Are there 2 items left? I don't even know. I know, I'll grab this one for Jay just in case. If we can't get 100, we might as well get as close to 100 as possible. Or Jay would have no other way. It's 2 shells, but whatever. Oh shit, there was an armor there. I should grab that before moving on to the next level. Because the one advantage to not pistol starting is I get to hoard as much as humanly possible before moving on with my life. Yeah, I'm not sure where the other item is, so if it's not up here, I don't care. I mean, that was a cool level. I mean, not perfect, but it definitely had some highlights. I think Sunless has spoiled me for what arena fighting can be, that a lot of the older WODs like this one feel moot in comparison. It's like, eh, but you could have stuffed a few more cyber demons, you know? Alright, that's Lake Poison done. Moving on to Alien Resurrection. That was a shitty movie. Why would you name your level after that? You're doing your level a disservice, sir. Shut up. What are you, a ticket master? Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, we're off to a good start already. Really? That was the secret? Whatever, I'll sit here and wait for tickets for a few minutes, okay? I'll be right back, guys. It's not just a secret, but still a secret. I'll be right back. I gotta take care of something real quick. Don't go anywhere. I promise I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. Never got to see who... Did it tell me who made the music of this level? Nah, it's too late. Such a melancholy song. So anyway, this has no secrets, apparently. 268 enemies, which is, you know, a step down from the hell I just endured, but... Not complaining. Some human BBQ vibes. Probably shouldn't be BBQing humans. Yes, you're in the map 20 waiting room. I'm actually excited because that was the map you said was like considered the, oh, for God's sake, like still one of the most memorable maps even nowadays, according to some listicle. In which case, I'm excited to see what it has in store. Oh, you can just open that door. I'm not sure why I didn't think you could. Okay. Does that mean there's going to be aliens in this level? I mean, like, they're constantly talking about how this is an Alien Vendetta, but I haven't, like, seen an alien yet, so... Well, hi. I was gonna say shit, but I figured I might as well be polite and say hi first. Can I reach over there? I can, but apparently I can't do it without getting myself hit, because I'm just too pro at this game. Can I shoot him from here? Oh, the rocket will go through this. The mesh is so close together, I wasn't sure if there was some tomfoolery going on with this texture. Alright, that's... Okay, well, they apparently can't come up on the stairs here, so... That makes my life a lot easier. That does come down, yes. Okay, fellas, I don't know what's happened here. But clearly you didn't make it. Okay, that stuff sounded like it woke up behind me. It definitely is in the walls. And now I'm about to go down a hallway, so... If anything's gonna go wrong, it's gonna go wrong now. Again, wide open room. Wide open rooms are never good. Okay, so they are spawning in from both sides. So I wasn't sure if it was a one side, one teleport type deal. But so far, it doesn't look like the enemies can come in here, so... I had to watch myself so that I don't get, like, a fireball up my ass when I'm trying to take a second to aim here, but... Like that. So far seems rather manageable. Hey, oh, no, no. Somebody still there? Oh, actually, there's somebody still there on both sides. Whoop, don't bounce off the walls now. Okay, Think we're in the clear. We can get out of here. Now, that is a lot of cacodemons, but not a terrible amount. The problem is more the angle I'm at here. I'm definitely doing damage. Okay, they're just putting Mancubi wherever now, are they? He's very rudely blocking the way to the Spectres, who would have, I'm sure, would have tried to help, but no, he had to be the hero. The Cacodemon from Doom is almost a 30-year-old monster now. Well, happy birthday, you old bastard. Although I shouldn't say it much, I'm technically still older than that. Wouldn't all of these monsters be close? Well, all the Doom monsters be close to 30 years old? Alright, we got a switch. This should be fine. See, not a problem. Nothing bad ever happens. Well, this is terrible. Everything about this is terrible. Pain elementals are terrible. Sandy should feel bad. I'm pretty sure he had a hand in making it. He should just feel awful. I feel like those are going to open. Okay, I'll check the other side before I go in there. Still to hear the Archvile, which is not good news. Okay, so the other side actually doesn't open up. He's a dad now when you killed him? Yeah, I did. All those Caco babies? Actually, I killed Caco babies in a different WOD. Hurt, I think it was called. There were a lot of dead baby Cacos in that. Loser Corner was there to witness it. There was a lot of dead baby Cacos. Is this supposed to be a smiley face? Okay. They wanted me to use the plasma rifle. I'll use the fucking plasma rifle. For some reason you think there's an Archvile? Partially because we can hear it, and partially because I heard a bunch of, like, hit scanners die while I wasn't near them. Like, a barrel went off and exploded, which tells me they're probably out there getting resurrected somewhere. Or their bodies were being put somewhere deliberately by the explosion so that they'll be ready for resurrection later. But either way, the fact that they're dead right now, not good. Okay, how do I open that? Oh, there's just another switch. Same thing. We mirror. No? Are you stuck? Oh, that's invisible. So, at what point am I about to get extra fucked? I don't know what opens these up. Soon, TM, what are you, a Blizzard fan? Hello, Yodi, how are you? I don't know why I thought that would work. Ah! That's right, you can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread bastard. Okay, well, it looks like a few of them are still stuck. Why are they still stuck? Hello? Do you need assistance? Okay, no. They must become unstuck on this side. Not cool. That was decidedly not cool. Arachno Stuck. That sounds like a cool album name. Or even a band name. Check out the new album from Arachno Stuck. Okay, I keep getting stuck on the wall. Not my finest performance. But hey, we'll take it. Alright. You have to get rid of that annoying arachno noise. Who knows what that just did? Like playing Memento Mori all over again. Throwing switches, no idea what's going on. I can hear the archvile again. I'm only just noticing now there's a giant wall in the way. Why are you not auto-aiming at the fucking Cacodemon? Well. Really, that's it? I feel like the Archvile should have resurrected a lot more than that. Yeah, AV has a bit of a what the hell is my progression problem. It seems to be a problem with a lot of the old WADs. Memento Mori was terrible for it. When I replayed that recently. It was just throwing switches and then wondering, okay, what the fuck did I just do? Where the... Okay, hi! Where the fuck am I going? What is life? Did I leave the oven on? You know, all the typical questions you ask when playing a Doom level and you don't know where you're supposed to go. Your opinion of it has mellowed since you played through it a few months ago? I mean, I could see why it would mellow. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go get that Berserk. You don't care for the one level that everyone loves? Okay, so I'm assuming that's map 20, which Bitefire is currently in the waiting room for. So, I'm assuming that's the one you're talking about? Well, that's where we're about to get to, because I'm on map 19 now. Yeah, such as, does it suck to be a bee? Actually, it does, I hear. Sucks being a bee. Can't even defend yourself. Floor no hurt, just acid looking. I like when floor no hurt. I don't know the name of the level, I just know it's map 20. That is apparently one of the most memorable maps according to some listicle that Whitefire riled off. I don't know if I killed everything in there. Hoping I did. Sucks to be you. They just left you there to die. Oh, fuck that. Okay. Close quarters, shouldn't have had my rocket launcher out, honestly. This is my own fault. Well, I mean, like, I'll see soon what the big deal is. Oh, fuck. Clearly, they call your opinion of it. It's an epic journey with lots of exploration. Wasn't there supposed to be... I was about to say, wasn't there supposed to be a paint elemental? Where'd it go? No, I don't think it'll color my opinion of it too much. I mean, I already know what kind of levels that I like. And what kind of things I don't like in a level after playing the amount of mods I've played now. So, I'll probably be able to tell you without a problem how I feel, regardless of what other people feel about it. But yes, hearing that it, if anything, I'm probably going to be a little expectant about it because people love it so much. And there's a cyber! Yay! So if anything, it's everybody saying that they love it, which makes me wonder about it, right? Despite the fact this map has less enemies than the previous one, a lot less, it feels like it's going on for a lot longer. Well, yeah, your problems with it might be technical, but I think that also comes from a lot of people might have an attitude about it because they played it back when it probably was like the bestest mod at the time. But I mean, this mod is old now. No matter how you try to swing it, it's an old mod. Which means it's suffering from a lot of the problems that old mods had. Alright, so one of the problems I might have with it is as someone who's played modern day WoDs recently, I may not have that same sort of feeling other people have with it, right? Because it's kind of like watching an old movie. Right? You watch any movie that was an old classic, or it was called an old classic. You know, but, you know, you watch it through someone who's watched, like, a lot of modern movies. You're gonna find so many problems with it. The way it looks, the way it's shot, the technical aspects of it. The pacing might be worse. The dialogue, cheesy. But at the time, it was the greatest movie ever made at the time, right? But I mean, like, because I always laughed. There's that list that exists. That's like 1,000 movies you should watch before you die. Is the name of the list. And at first I thought about actually trying to work my way through the list. You know, I need movies to watch. But a lot of them are like film noirs. From like yesteryear. Which probably have like goofy as shit dialogue. A very low opinion of the women in the movie, probably. Probably would have a bunch of Humphrey Bogart in his fantastic fedora. Oh shit, I'm stuck. Actually, it's not that bad. By the time you watch all those movies, you'll be dead. Well, that certainly is, you know, a problem. Trying to get through 1,000 movies. Like, I barely have enough time to watch a movie, and I'm gonna try and watch 1,000 of the fucking things. Especially since a lot of the older ones, for some reason, were always like 2.5 hour long. The film noir movies from the 1950s are all like, this is a 2.5 hour long film. Right? And then there's one movie that's on the list from like the 1930s or 40s. Hello, Anthony Tank HD. How are you doing? Oh, hello. I'm doing pretty good. We're just discussing the 1,000 movies you need to watch before you die article or book that exists. I was saying there was a movie from like the 1930s, I think it was the 30s, right? 1940s. That's about vampires, and it's like 6 hours long or something, right? Like, I don't know about you guys, but, you know, unless it's Lord of the Rings, I don't have that kind of patience. Can I get out of here now? No? Okay. So, how are you, Anthony? Big Doom fan, I take it? I was playing some Alien Vendetta, first time playing it. Really confused as to how I'm supposed to fucking get out of here. Here that I'm not seeing. Big Dune? Dune? Seriously, how the fuck do I get out of here? Dune? Oh, there we go. Great hiding of the doors there, I guess. Mount Dune? But yeah, like, I don't think I'd have the... I don't want to use a BFG, because I don't think this level's giving me a BFG yet. Ow. I am my own worst enemy. I don't need you demons to kill me. I can kill myself. Go to say medkit? That's it. Die to an imp. After all of that, die to an imp because you got stuck on the fucking wall. Or yeah, just stand there and take fireballs like a real man, I guess. But yeah, no. So I feel like when you go back and play these old Doom WODs, I don't know what I expected. When you go back and play these old Doom WODs, I think you're kind of... I think you're kind of stuck with the attitudes of looking back at, you know, old Doom WODs, even if you appreciate the history of them and what they did for map making in general. you'd still look back and go, this is not a good movie, or not a good WAD. Because that's how you can feel about old movies. You'd be like, I understand how influential this movie might have been. I can understand how it might have revolutionized the way people looked at movies. Or even how it affected the way movies were made. But my God, is it bad? Oh, hi. Pretty good so far. I got my physical copy of Doom Collector's Edition from 2001 for the PC, so I got the physical copy of Doom. I also got it on Steam, GOG, Xbox, my VR headset, my phone, and also my Wii. I started playing Doom in 2019. See, now, what I will say is you go back and play Doom, and despite it being an old game, you go, man, this thing is awesome. So this holds up to the test of time. But 2019, so you're a fair newbie when it comes to Doom. Which is fine. I wouldn't call him ice, though. Okay. How did I get here? I certainly wouldn't call myself an expert. There's people who stream Doom that are much better at it than I am. Oh, that's not cool. Hang on. Oh, fuck it. That wasn't cool. Don't do me like that. Yeah, I wouldn't consider myself a Doom expert in the sense of, like, I've been playing Doom for, you know, a number of years of my life. But it was only, like, after I started streaming a year and a half ago, and playing Doom that I realized how much Doom there was out there that I had never experienced. You were born in 1999, but you were born in 1980. Well, the 80s were vastly overrated. Well, no, but you see, he would have been born in 1980, but he only would have, like, experienced the 80s, in one sense. He wouldn't have experienced, oh, shit. Because he would have been a kid, right? And kids would, the way a kid would experience the 80s is much different than how a teenager or an adult would. Oh, it just comes down. Okay, that makes more sense. Where's everything going? Yeah, I can imagine being a kid in the 80s wasn't as fun. But I got to be a kid in the 90s. That was the shit right there. I mean, my brother Jay is not a fan of the 90s, but... Dude, it depends on how you look at it. Every decade was probably overrated, but there was something about it that we're going to look back at with nostalgia. You know, regardless of how good or bad that decade really was. So, I mean, like, because, like, there was, okay, who here knows the band Aqua from the 90s? And if you don't know the band, you probably know the song Barbie Girl because it got played on the radio a whole bunch. Excuse me, I did not say you could come in here. Oh, that abomination? Sure, we'll call it an abomination. Oh, fuck off. There we go. So, Aqua was a band in the 90s. It had a couple of hits, and it was all, like, you know, that poppy dance music you associate with the 90s. And, they were actually doing a Back to the 90s tour uh, 3 or 4 years ago. 4 years ago, I think. And they actually came to my town, which I couldn't believe, because it's not like a big town, so I didn't think it would be part of their tour. But apparently a bunch of people from my area, or like my general province area, were like, Aqua, come here! And they showed up, and they had the band Prozac with them. Okay, I still hear another Arch file. Oh, shit, hi. And so, I looked at it, and I know my wife really misses, you know, the fun that she perceived the 90s to have. So, I was like, I guess I'm gonna go see Aqua in concert. And I did. I went to go see Aqua in concert. And Prozac. And I went to that concert, and you know what, man? They were in between acts playing music videos from the 90s and everything. And for the first time in a long time, I felt absolutely fucking nostalgic, because I was like, man, I miss the music, the happy music from the 90s. Alright? It was happy. Everyone's just sad now. And they have good reason to be sad, but everyone's just sad now. So the 90s, the music from the 90s was actually a good time. Right? Everyone was happy. And I listened to that music, I felt nostalgic for it. You don't know if you were late in the Doom community? Well, again, Iodi's correct. You're only late when you're dead. Really, right? Bitefire popping in. Yes, we're finally here. All right, map 20. Misery Halleck. Fight the Logic If You Can by Chris Lavager. Oh, hi. Oh, a Sphinx. Listen to the music. Okay. So far, it's a little chorusy. Okay, well, the aesthetic is certainly really cool. All right, guys, we're in a pyramid. Sure, I'll punch enemies out. Let's go. Hey, I wanted to punch him. Yes, we're going with an Egyptian vibe. Only one secret, though. Which is interesting. Literally translated from Arabic, Misery Halleck means, are you Egyptian? Sorry to disappoint the level, but no, I am not. I am purebred Canadian. Okay, I won't. Actually, you know what? Come on, let's do this. Let's box. Yeah, that's right. That's what I thought. Okay. Something about Doom is really inspired on how it was made back then and store the data on floppy disk and run them on older hardware. Well, actually, when you think about old hardware at all, and game sizes and memory, there's a reason why a lot of people who programmed years ago look at nowadays programmers and just say, you guys suck at your job. Because you think about it in one sense. The entire memory allocation of the original Super Mario Brothers was like 4 kilobytes. So think about that. 4 kilobytes for the entire Mario game. If you take a screenshot of the Mario game now, that's like 600 megabytes. Right? Like, because everyone just assumes that you have, like, great memory and terabytes of memory at your disposal, everyone's so lazy with the way that they program things now. So running this stuff on old hardware is fascinating, but it's even more fascinating to think about the effort that had to go into it and how careful they were. And Doom's even crazier when you think about the technology at the time and what they had to do. You're getting roasted, Ioti. Come back to me when you can make a game for 4 kilobytes. It's actually fine. I've done programming, I wouldn't be able to do it either. So, but you get what I'm saying. But you get what I'm saying, though, right? Like, the amount of memory allocation was so low that they had to be so careful about every little bit of memory they put into a program or a game. And nowadays, no matter what it is, if it's a spreadsheet takes up more memory than Super Mario Brothers 3, for fuck's sake, right? Like, somewhere we got lazy with our memory and our programming abilities. I mean, if you are really fascinated with that kind of stuff, Ioti, like I sometimes am, I would totally recommend recently the guys who made Myst did an interview, or Rand Miller, one of the head guys who made Myst, did a documentary where he talked about the making of Myst and the things that they had to do to make that work on hardware that up to that point had never done anything like that before. It's an absolutely fascinating listen. And it even goes into how, like, the way they had to name their individual files mattered. Because then they were thinking, okay, like a programming professor that Rand Miller had said, like, if a user clicks a button, they expect it to do something within, like, 3 seconds, and if not, they assume something's wrong. So then, in order to make sure that their game never took longer than 3 seconds to do anything, they had to make sure that they named a file a certain way so that when you were at one file, the, when you clicked one file, it had to be named so similar to the next file so that it would only take 3 seconds. So even just the location of where they are in the physical CD mattered back in the day, right? We don't have to think about that stuff now, but we might be a bit worse off for it. Your Doom maps are multiple megabytes. Yeah. And they include no custom assets, just a MIDI and way too many line depths and sectors. Hello, Blackfire. Yes, this is, in fact, the pyramid map. This is my first time seeing it. It's a very cool aesthetic. I do enjoy the aesthetic a lot. These cool little custom textures are definitely cool. These cool textures are cool, you know. I want to box the Baron. All the rest of you are just in the way. Pinky, I'm trying to box here. There we go. You play this map on your YouTube? We have the map author. Oh, the map author's dead? God, I don't know anything about the history of this wad. So behind on my Doom lore. The music is just so good. In fact, this is just a remastered version of the original track. It's even the same composer, which is really cool. Nowadays, the Doom mod files are 14 megabytes. Well, yeah, and that's just if they have, like, no custom anything. Since most WADs tend to have custom somethings in them now, they tend to be several megabytes large. Every decision I just made was the wrong one. I made a bunch of incorrect decisions. The pyramid's broken, guys. Can we... I would like to get the receipt on this pyramid. I would like a refund. But again, a cool aesthetic, because you're going down into a chasm here. So I'm actually really liking the, I'm really liking the aesthetic. This map is really nicely put together. You were into Doom for a long time. Lately, you're recording Duke mods. Don't get me wrong, I likes me some Duke. Didn't hit me the same way Doom did. Yeah, Kim Andre Meld, who was also responsible for map 10, passed away some years back, which is another reason why the map is remembered so fondly. This was arguably his greatest masterpiece of the maps he made for Doom. Do you have fun playing Final Doom? Plutonia, yes. TNT, not so much. Oh, for fuck's sake. TNT... Oh, that's just horseshit. TNT was not a great set of maps. It had its moments, but the maps were too long. There wasn't a ton of challenge to them. Plutonia was really good. Plutonia was the first, one of the first mods I did for Doom Mod Monday. Fuck. Plutonia was one of the first mods I did for Doom Mod Monday, and it was a difficulty jump from anything I had played before then on the channel. Oh, he killed himself? That's sad. Sort of shame. But no, I'm really liking this aesthetic. I like it. But you see, one of these things about these mega wads too is like this aesthetic is so good and it doesn't fit the rest of the wad. Because it's such a hodgepodge of map creators, you get maps of differing tone and graphical and map skill and I still haven't found that fucking secret though. Well, I know just what to do with you. What source port am I using? Right now I'm using GZ Doom. And I've probably made a few oops. I've probably made a few Doom purists cry by saying that. I know Blightfire is still trying to sell me on DSDA Doom. But it's just that GZ Doom was what I was using, you know, when I first started playing Doom years ago. Well, not when I first started playing Doom. Probably the first time I started playing custom mods, I mean. I was using GZ Doom, and I just like it. It's smooth. Looks great. Right, whereas the other mod, the other source ports, I just like this one. It's easy to set up. Easy to play with. Oh fuck! Hi, how you all doing? I didn't see you all there. That was my bad. And what setting would you like me to try out, Yodi? What are you looking at for me? Oh, I'm back here. Okay. You know, it's cool that we got this chasm thing going on, but, like, then I'm leaving the cool aesthetic that I came to love. Now I'm just back to, like, normal Doom firewall thingy. I think one Doomer board project had a sequel to this map. It's a shader that lets you use the hardware accelerator renderer, but renders the colors in a close approximation of the Doom software renderer. Oh, I think I've turned that on. I don't like it. I turned it on once. Somebody in my chat suggested it to me. And, I wasn't a fan. But again, see, I know I've probably made a few Doom purists cry by saying that. Okay. Not cool. Like, the floor didn't come down like a fast elevator. It literally just took the floor from me. Just like, you're not allowed to have this floor anymore. This floor belongs to everybody. You don't think there's hell under the pyramids? Man, who knows what the fuck's under the pyramids? We can't even figure out how they built the damn things. If it were more accurate, you would like it just fine. So it's not even accurate? Or are you saying it's kind of accurate, but it misses the mark somewhat? I don't know if this lava hurts, and I don't want to find out. Eh. Speaking of saying an auto map, their texture display can turn that on. See what you think of it. Auto map, sure. What would you suggest for my auto map? Oh, I was about to say I heard another one. It's how it handles light levels. Areas that are supposed to be dark are merely a bit shaded. Ah, I see. This hurt? It also nerfs the threat of specters. I find specters are only a threat in very specific circumstances anyway. Now, I can hear an enlarged file right now, which is definitely a threat. I am liking this sort of like chasm like design though. It's just I kind of want the pyramid back. I think in the newer version of Alien Vendetta, this map is smaller. They trimmed the Grey Mountain part. Well, that's not cool. How dare they? Go into the auto map setting and turn on texture display. Okay. Auto map. Texture display. Is there a texture display here? Or are you talking about the map color set? Traditional Doom, traditional Strife, traditional Raven. Oh, I'm not at that part yet? Oh. Oh, you're talking about the Grey Mountain. Okay. Show trigger lines? That's just cheating. I feel like I want to do that. Enable texture display? Oh, this one. Okay. Oh, that. See, for a map like this, which is so detailed, I don't know how I feel about it. Let's keep going for a minute, though. Okay, so the secret's actually nearby. Do I want to go down there? Actually, what was done with this map was that there was a separate file created with a smaller version of the map for machines that couldn't run it on full size. That's not even remotely an issue on modern machines with more powerful source ports like this. Yeah, that's right. GZ Doom, powerful source port. Bitefire admits it. He was hoping I wouldn't bring it up, but I did. You like this level and you're not a Doom guy? I mean, I like it too. I do feel that it's definitely causing me to explore a lot more than the average Doom level would. Which is cool. Lots of exploration, which is a different thing than what you're typically used to with a Doom map. How do I think of it? I'm not positive yet. I'd have to keep playing with it to see how I feel. Because one of the things with some of these maps where the textures become like so okay, so I can't get in there. But that is where the secret is. Alright. Where the textures are like so detailed and there's so many like line definitions in certain levels that I feel like it would actually be like hard to look at that on a map. But right now the level is fine with it, so. Oh yeah, I'm back in the pyramid. Yay! There's a few settings where I can adjust in the hardware, renderer settings, sector light mode on software. Oh, that kind of stuff. Yeah. Well, actually, way back when I first started, a couple of people came into my chat and told me a whole bunch of GZ Doom settings to make it look better, because it was kind of... The default settings for GZ Doom, I will admit, do not look great. I would box this Baron, but he's a little close quarter in here. Oh, Jesus, what did that do? Archfiles should go to hell where they belong. Archfiles in certain circumstances suck, yes. But my nemesis is the Pain Elemental. The Pain Elemental makes me regret life. Okay, so there must be more to this then. Like, I like seriously regret life fighting Pain Elementals. Okay, we're back here. I wouldn't say I love Archies. I do love what you can like do with them if you have a bit of creativity. Like map 29 of Sunlust really uses the really uses Archfiles in a really cool way. Hi. Did I hear him killing him? I can't send Lincoln on an Xbox right now, but there's a part where you scale a mountain or a volcano. Well, if we get there, we get there. Actually, the Pain Elemental is not that harmless if you think it. Well, yeah, the Pain Elemental is actually kind of a bastard, really. But like, you see, like Doom 2, when they get used by id, there's only usually like 1 or 2 Pain Elementals in one room. The problem is modern day map makers are absolute sadists and will stuff like 60 of them in one room. I still have PTSD from Sunlust map 30 because was there a Kako Demon Cloud? Sure, but you know what else there was? A Pain Elemental Cloud, which it hurts to say that sentence out loud. And I was playing with GZ Doom settings. I can't imagine what it would have felt like to try and do that level with, like, max, with, infinite height turned on. OP at long range. I'm playing UV fast on Wednesdays right now. I'm almost done. And playing Doom 2 with, fast monsters turned on. Pain elementals. Oh my god. Make a map that only gives you a rocket launcher and forces you to deal with multiple PEs. Oh, why would you even suggest such a horrible thing? Yeah, go ahead, me. Just get stuck on a chair. That's how the Doom guy is gonna go out, huh? Stuck to a chair. Gotta go eat dinner? Well, thanks for stopping by, Anthony. I really, really appreciate it. Hope to see you again. See you next time. You're not a nice person, and you've done that exact map. Hang on. But again, like, that's what I mean, Yodi. There's, like, modern-day map makers. You're all sadists, I tell you. Like, who hurt you growing up that you do these things? Because, I mean, like, I remember when Mario Maker came out. Mario was just a happy game. Okay, all the Mario games are happy little things that are meant to be enjoyable and fun and everything, and then fucking Mario Maker comes out, and everybody just wants to watch the world burn, apparently. Because of the shit that the people were making in that. Atrocious. Hey, the middle difficulty has hurt me plenty. Yes, what's your point? You just want to hurt people with your pain elementals, and it's sad, frankly. Why would you do that to people? Okay, well, at least the floor doesn't hurt. I was really worried about this lava floor hurting. You guys work out your issues, I'll wait. You don't want to hurt anyone more than you want to be hurt yourself. So, okay. I'm trying to think of something witty to say to that, but... Hey, man, I don't want to criticize your kinks. However you like it. Why doesn't this lava hurt? I feel like there's some logic we need to talk about here in this level. Like, I'm in, like, the core of the Earth, and this doesn't hurt. I should be dying of heat stroke right now. What do I got? 17 health? Plenty. Plenty. 14 health. Well, that's less plenty, but, you know. We can do this. You just need to believe you can do it with 14 health, and you'll do it with 14 health. Arachnotrons are OP at long... Fuck. Arachnotrons are OP at long range. 100%. Wait, which way am I going? But at the same time, if you have a rocket launcher, if they can hit you from... Usually a rocket launcher will hit them. Unless they're at a very specific angle. Then it sucks. But despite that, they are OP at long range. I don't find a lot of maps yet. I have a lot of maps left to go. I haven't found a lot of maps yet that utilize them in that way. Missed opportunity, I guess. I'm sorry, Mancubus. I wasn't aiming for you. I know you were going to come kill me anyway, but I just want you to know that that initial shot was not meant for you. I apologize. AV will fix that. I mean, they haven't really fixed it yet. I don't think they've done it anyway. Man, stop making it look like there's tunnels where there's no tunnels. Still got a bit of a problem with the map making in one sense, though. I gotta throw a switch and then figure out where the fuck it leads to. Which can get frustrating. You'll mainly play Vanilla Doom plus MK Champions, both great mods. Well, so far, I've been playing some harder WODs. I've played Sunlust, I've played Breathless, I've played Plutonia. So I have played a challenging side of things. I think my favorite WOD so far, though, the one I've had the most fun playing, was Going Down. Going Down was so much fun. It wasn't as hard as some of the other WODs I played. In some cases, it didn't have as great design as some of the other WODs I've played. But it was so tight, you know? It was tight. Okay, how do I get that fucking secret? There's a lot of more ground over there, so I'm hoping I can come back. But no, Going Down, I think, was the most fun I've had on Doom Mod Monday. And considering the amount of mods I have played, that is not a statement I make lightly. But it was just so much fun. That was also a great Mega WOD. Mega WOD with great aesthetics as well. What that map maker managed to do with, you know, default Doom textures was insane. So I would like to know why the pyramid has a bunch of like dudes with guns in it. Hey, Francis. Yes, and apparently we're on the map that everybody raves about. Good to see you. How you doing, Francis? Haven't seen you in a bit. What have you been up to lately? No. You don't need to be here. Just, okay, no. Hey! Calm down. This is like trying to chase my toddler. You know, my toddler was burning my face off with fire. Which one of these days she probably will try to do, with my luck. Map 10 is incredible too. Sure on time, but alright. I played this map with a blood mod, so it had cultists. How appropriate, the toddler voiced an archvile. Well, see, I know what I'm talking about. What way are we going? Did you like the sewer map? I did. I'm not sure if I thought it was like spectacular or anything, but I did enjoy it. I don't think there has been like any straight up like bad maps. Alien Vendetta and like maps I'm like, man, that was garbage. But okay, luckily he can't res the Cyber Demon. Seriously, the Archvile's death sounds a heavily processed little girls. Why? Genesis is a good overlooked mod. I feel like I need to start making a Discord. So people can dump WADs in there for me to play. Or to suggest. Tell you what, if I get to 100 followers, I'll make a Discord so people can dump their WADs in there. And we can discuss WADs, fun WADs to play, WADs I should check out. Because, all things considered, I'm definitely newer to the Doom community. In that, like, I played Doom my whole life, but I was completely unaware of the insane and crazy Doom mods that are out there. You're still waiting for me to play one of your maps? Well, again, if I get to 100 followers, you can dump all of your suggestions into into the Discord I'll create. That way, because I get so many recommendations, obviously, that trying to keep track of them is really hard. So if I had like a Discord where people could dump them, but I don't want to make a Discord when I have like, you know, less than 100 followers. Otherwise, people would get in there and be like, "This fucking Discord is dead, man." Okay, so in the end, that wasn't even... I was going to say, in the end, that wasn't even a hard secret to find. Good night. Oh, there's another one. I thought that one was going to kill him, but I was wrong. On top of Blood Mod, I use the Dark Doom on this map. What does Dark Doom do? See, what you're talking about is like mod stacking, which I've never done. I've never done any mod stacking. Except for one time. I was playing a Christmas WAD. H2H Xmas, and then I put like a Christmas texture on top of it. I think it's the only time I've ever stacked mods. Because right now, where I do a lot of blind mod plays, I tend to try and play the WADs in the way they were created. Makes it dark and you need to get a helmet flashlight. No! 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 So I'm thinking this is the Grey Mountaineer we're talking about. You forgot about this? It was a very forgettable part. Ouch. All 600 of your YouTube vids are blind plays. Is there anything over here? Well, I commend you, sir, for having 600 YouTube videos. Jesus Christ. Can't relate. Loving the Hexen rocks? Yeah. Throw in some of that Hexen stuff. I don't think I've ever played Hexen. I know of Hexen. I don't think I've ever played it. Yeah, now we're into this Grey Mountain. So we've been in a pyramid. We've been in like the center of the earth. Now we're scaling what appears to be some sort of volcano boy. This was the part that was known for crashing people's machines. Ah, fuck! Well, luckily I'm rocking out on the bestest of hardware right now. Don't question it. It's the bestest of hardware. Seriously, you didn't infight anything? Full health? Probably a Vizplane problem if you stepped in the wrong spot. Well, that'd be my assumption. I don't get this level. I like it, but I don't get it. Well, I don't think there's anything to get, per se. It's just a very... It's obviously a very... It's a large level that definitely wanted you to feel like you were exploring and traversing. Because, I mean, like, this map has, like, 500 enemies. And, like, there was a WAD earlier that had 600 and took a lot less time. Right, so this is meant to be a long experience, but an exploration-heavy experience, which is very different from what the rest of Alien Vendetta is like. Although I gotta say, I feel like this is dragging on a little bit now. I don't know why it crashed machines. It was way more involved. You've seen way more involved architecture. It could just be the way that it was constructed as well. Too much view distance or something, for all we know. Last level is Lost Civilization is stupid big. Well, the other thing too is, like, I've heard of, like, Sunder, for example. And I heard Sunder's got some large fucking levels. I'm doing a Vizplane check on this map, and there are definitely a few places that will cause a Vizplane overflow if you're in the right place looking in the wrong direction. So, how did he create the map and release it? Was he just not looking in those spots, or do you have a really good fucking computer? You need a lot of system memory to open up a Sunder map in the editor. Was it Vizplane overflow? Well, IoT, educate us. Tell us all about Vizplane overflow. Teach me your ways. I did not see that fucking fireball coming. God damn it. No way. Doom can render 128 flat surfaces on screen at a time. This is a software limit. It has nothing to do with your computer. Try to render 129 and the game crashes. Thing is, what counts as a flat surface is a change in texture or lighting or elevation. Floors and ceilings count, but a skybox is only rendered as a single surface. This number increased during source ports. If the plane isn't on screen, it isn't rendered. And to be clear, that's a limit of the vanilla engine. Most of those static limits are almost non-existent. I would assume they are non-existent at this point. Especially with some of the WODs I've seen. It's gotta be non-existent. Source ports remove the restriction, although there is a theoretical limit, but I think you're talking tens of thousands of vid planes for something like Boom or Crispy. So what you're saying, Ione, is you need to make a map that causes a viz plane overload in Boom. Gotcha. I will sit here and await you doing this. You let me know how long it takes. You've tried? Well, obviously you didn't try hard enough. Don't look at the last level of Lost Civilization. I've never seen a bigger map. The problem is that the map will crash the editor if I try to run the visplane checker. So what you're saying is we need to get a new map editor that will allow you to do the visplane check. I don't want to climb back up. So, Iode, I need you to make a better editor. It's gone from you making a level to an editor, a full-blown editor. Let's go. Last level of Community Chest 1 is stupid long. I don't even know what these are. I'm an artist, not a coder. Well, not with that attitude. You can be whatever you want to be, Iota. You just need to believe. Also, the skeleton should be smacking his head off the ceiling, but isn't. I know that the Revenant height is technically too low. But this is just ridiculous. Whew. Speed run of over that map is an hour. It's not even a record for longest speed run. You know, I do laugh because, like, technically doing any game faster than the intended, like, speed can be considered a speed run, right? Oh, fuck. Okay. Right? So, like, if a game is meant to be done in 40 hours, that's what the devs kind of had in mind. Technically, if you did it in 20 hours, that's a speed run. But at the same time, how long do you think a speed run has to be, guys, before you're like, can we even call this a speed run anymore? You've been here for 16 hours. Ow. Like, for example, 1 year at GDQ, they had somebody play Final Fantasy VI 100% glitchless speed run. Now, what that means is GDQ had a playthrough that took 8 hours. 8 fucking hours. Can you imagine saying, like, yeah, I speedrun this game. The typical speed run takes about 8 hours to do. I'm really hoping to get the record someday of 7.5 hours. Like, I'd be frustrated failing a 5-minute speed run, you know? Choking on the last minute of a 5-minute speed run. Can you imagine choking on the last, 5 minutes of an 8-hour speed run? That would be legitimately painful. And then I watched a video on YouTube recently about, like, the longest speed runs. And sure as shit, there's a couple there that are actually 16 hours long. Oh, what the fuck is this now? Alright, where am I going? What is happening? Alright. I saw that. Well, out of rockets. I'm doing this run continuous, and I feel like I'm running out of ammo. It's getting ridiculous now. Okay, no, nothing there. Oh, it opened up both sides, okay. Okay, finally, after all this time, I have found the yellow key. Now, how do I get the yellow key is the question. I'm confused. Did I miss something? Oh, sorry. I am too tired. I am too tired, guys. I have the yellow key. For some reason, I picked it up and thought it was up there. I'm too tired. Don't worry about it. I'm trying to finish this level before I get off for the night. Okay, so where was the yellow key door actually? Oh, all the way down there. Okay. Gotta go back. Gotta go back this way. Although I probably shouldn't run. Probably gonna get... If they teleported anything in behind me, I'm gonna run right into it. Map's like 80% done. Yeah, I hope so. I'm getting a little out of it right now, apparently. Okay, that sucked. Still sucks. Just sucks a bit less. Well, at least they gave me med kits, I guess. Thank God for small favors. My God! Like, there's still 70-something enemies left. Alright, you a thing? Can I open you? No? So I've already been this way? Oh no, I've been on the other side of the Chaz. This is the other side of the Chaz. Okay. I liked it at the beginning, and in the middle I was kind of lost, but still cool, and now I'm slowly losing interest. Well, I think it's going on for too long. It's getting a little ridiculous now. I mean, it's cool how they've wrapped it around so appropriately, so that there's a shortcut back to go in the direction that I need to go. That's really cool map design to have that wherewithal. But I still feel like, yes, this map is going on for too long now. It's time for it to stop. Then the red key is here? See, now, what the shit did that do? I hope I only have to throw that once, because if I gotta go looking now... Yeah, this is where you were done with it? Well, now that I actually have to go, like, looking for where I'm supposed to go next, that's frustrating. Okay. Where am I supposed to go? Yeah, why would they put that teleporter there? That's... So the progression is in this direction? Well, I have all the items now. Hello, sub... Abdallah? I think I said that right. How are you? Does anybody know where the fuck I'm going? Because I want this to be over now. But I can't figure out where I'm going. Seriously, what did that switch do? Where am I supposed to go? Found it. Wow, that is terrible. I am not a fan of that. This level took you an hour on YouTube? Yeah, I don't doubt it. I've been at this for almost an hour now. And still, it's just a bunch of bullet sponge enemies. There's some more awful progression ahead. That's not what I want to hear. I usually end my stream half an hour ago. And I'm still here. Because I started this level at like 10:15 or 10:10, and I was like, 20 minutes should be enough time to finish this level, right? Oh, my sweet summer child. No. Okay. Probably being a bit more reckless now than I would otherwise be. Okay, hello, sub. How are you doing? It's good to see you. What brings you to the Doom side of Twitch? Big Doom fan? New Doom fan? What are we looking at here? What the fuck was the point of that? No, not there. Like, I'm seeing... Just trying to support sponsor? Oh, well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. It's always nice seeing people try to support small streamers. Because there can be good content, you know, in a small stream. But Twitch doesn't exactly do a lot to help you get discovered when you're small either. So it's partially their fault. Okay, so that Twitch did something. Who knows? I think it opened that up. And then it opened... Okay, this one. Then do I... come around here somewhere? Like, what is the point of this? Why? Why? Do you think you're being clever by making me run around and open these switches? Oh my god. Oh, right here. Right here. Okay. Yeah, this is hot gameplay right here. Right here, guys. This is where the hottest of gameplay can be found. As I throw switches, and then after throw the switch, I try to figure out what the switch did. At least this is whittling down the kill count. Novocaine. 22 enemies left. I can do this. I can't do this. Well, what am I doing back up here then? Like, shouldn't I have gotten a blue key or something? Because you're leading me back toward the blue key. Did I miss something? At times it felt like this is level more like a manifesto. Do you want me to save you now? Sure. Now what am I supposed to do? Do I go back outside? Was that the switch I just pushed? No. Well, I'm outside again. Still less mazy than Wolfenstein map. I mean, true. Absolutely true. Oh my god. Ugh. What? Why are you taking me back here? I guess that's why. I hope whatever I found has some fucking cells or something here. Thank you for listening. I mean, cool aesthetic still. You know what? I'm okay with this. Oh. One flew over the Caco's next. That's clever. As you waded through bloodshed along the network, you noted that the architecture gradually gained a demonic twist, giving you the impression that your doom was to end up in hell. Stepping through the ancient portals untouched by mortals and aeons, you feel you're leaving the known universe. Will you ever return? No. How many enemies is there? 73. Okay. So I can certainly see why that map screw you, GZ Doom, for telling that to Nax. I hate that's a feature. Like, there aren't maps out there that will always take over an hour to complete. What? So I can see why that map was certainly famous. Like, especially given everything else that was out at the time. That was really good architecture, really nice level building. It's just too long. It's too long. And even then, it wouldn't be so bad. But then when I started getting into the switch things where I didn't know, I was throwing switches and not knowing where to go. That's annoying. It said sucks above the level time. Whatever. It's fine. If time sucks, it's fine. But no, it was a good map. I just wish it was shorter a little bit and then didn't get into that shitty Switch mazy stuff. That actually put a damper on an otherwise good level that made me want it to just end, which is not what you want, really. But I think at the end, I really see why this was considered really famous, and it was a good map. I enjoyed it. It's just the end was getting tedious, but I really liked it. But I think it's taken up too much of my night. I gotta go. I'm exhausted. Thank you all so much for being here. This was a great stream. Lengthwise, it was beyond the playtime sweet spot. Yeah, I know, right? If you're not following the stream already, consider following it. I really appreciate you guys for popping in either way. I'll be back Wednesday finishing up my UV Fast Doom 2. I'm really close to finishing. It should definitely be done on Wednesday. So yeah, I hope to see you guys there. If not, I'll be back. I'll be doing Dark Souls and StarCraft on Friday and Saturday, and be back next Monday for more Alien Vendetta. So if that interests you, follow. If not, I will see you guys when I see you. But with that, have a great night, and I'll see you guys Wednesday. See ya. I feel exhausted the same way I feel exhausted when I played Sunlust, but for a different set of reasons. But thanks everyone for showing up. I really appreciate it. Good night.